Top of the morning, everybody. The audio in this vlog is gonna be whack as all hell because we're in the middle of like a 2.5 day long windstorm that's just kind of lingering. It didn't get as crazy as we thought it would be, but then again, nothing weather-wise really ever does in this town. But because of the wind, I don't even know if this is going to be a usable vlog today. I really don't. I have this like tape rig thing over here on the side of my phone where my mic is, that I've just taped a thing around it, and the objective is to block off the microphone from oncoming wind. But of course, if the wind is coming from behind me, it's gonna funnel in there and, you know, render the thing moot. But it seems with the passage of time that that thing is working less and less effectively, and I don't even have anything for my new iPhone, which I've been trying for like 2 days. Wait, no, I'm not going that way today. I've been trying for 2 days, the last 2 days, to get a new case for my new iPhone, so that if I drop it, I don't have a heart attack. And yeah, first night, forgot my wallet, or first therapy walk, forgot my wallet, and then yesterday, at least as of this recording, was Labor Day, so I go towards the store, and it's just swath of people. Of course, you're not going to see that therapy walk for like another 2 weeks, because I do these like, you know, at least 5 times a week for now. And then I have all the other things I videoed, so these therapy walks have to get spread out. So, you know, I'll do 5 in a week, but then those get posted over the course of like, I don't know, 8-10 days, so. Hello, you. But yeah, it got real wild last night. I was coming home from my therapy walk yesterday, and I walked by Target over here, and it was perfectly blue sky. It's actually, I'm surprised how clear it is. It's a little hazy, but it's like 95% of the smoke and smog and smell and all that stuff I don't see anymore. So I don't know if that means the fires have calmed. I mean, the wind's still coming from the east, so theoretically it should still be just blowing all this smoke in, and obviously it's still windy as all hell. Yeah, there was a brush fire that started in Oregon City right across the Clackamas River from Gladstone, you know, about a mile down the road from where I used to live with my friends. And it looked like a pretty big fire. Like, it looked like you might have like torched that whole park area. And they just finished building like a bunch of new apartments out there, so I hope those didn't get damaged. Like, literally, when I was living there, I moved a little over 2 years ago, and when I was living in Gladstone, I would go through a couple of walks through there, and like, they hadn't even like they'd like barely laid the foundation by the time I'd moved. That's how new these apartments are. You know, I'd already been living here a while before they even got those finished. But it's yeah, it's a blustery one, and we'll see. I woke up, my legs are really sore in general. I've been doing, well, obviously I've been doing a lot more walking than usual. I hope it's not too blustery right now, so hopefully this audio is not getting too damaged from the wind. I'm trying to like block it all off with my fingers, but I don't know how much help that's going to be. But yeah, we'll see how far I walk today, because it's a little bit cooler than yesterday, and this breeze, whenever there's a big breeze coming, it like cancels out the heat that's hitting me. So, I mean, it's a benefit. Like, it makes it a lot easier to walk, but it also, like, when the wind starts blowing, it kind of kills the vlogging vibe. Oh, and I mentioned this in the video I did yesterday, that again, it's probably not going to get posted for 2 weeks, so I'll be repeating myself long after the trip's already been done. But tomorrow, September 9th, here comes the big gust. Here, I'll do it this way. Now the wind's coming from in front of me. Hopefully you'll hear me. But tomorrow, September 9th, We're going on a trip with my girlfriend's family, some of her family, and her grandfather, because he grew up in the Astoria area, or at least going up that way. And we're going to take him up there, you know, because we've all been stuck in home, and we're doing like a nice little road trip. Social distancing, but yeah, I haven't been to Astoria since I was 12, more than 20 years ago, and we barely even went through town. You know, we visited some family who lived on like the outskirts of Astoria. So anyway, that'll be fun, and I'm bringing my new iPhone to shoot some video. I have no idea. You know, we're doing it for my girlfriend's grandfather because he hasn't seen this area in a while, and he just, I believe, turned 79 last week. I think so. I think she told me he was 78. Either that or he just was turning 78. He's 78 or 79. And yeah, so we thought this would be a really nice thing to do for him. And selfishly, we all kind of are aching for any kind of road trips we can go on ourselves. So it should be really fun. And part of the fun of it is, again, I don't even know where we're going. And I don't know if you even heard what I just said because of the wind. But anyway, going to Astoria tomorrow. I guarantee I'll have video of it that I'll be posting on my channel. I'm getting crap in my eyes. Well, the freeway looks okay the day after the storm. Nothing can destroy this city. Oh yeah. So like, you know, it's pretty, but you can see way off in the distance. I don't know how well it's gonna come out, but yeah, right through here, you can see the haze, and I'm guessing that's wildfire smoke. Possibly. I don't see any of it to the east of here directly. But you see a lot more haze off in this direction too, right through here. So it's like, I think that looks like it's thickening up. That looks like probably wildfire smoke. That's probably definitely wildfire smoke, because I know there's wildfires happening off this way in Washington as well as Oregon. So we're in like this little swath between smoky outbursts. I really don't know why we're in the clear right now. It's always the worst, crossing the freeway. Whew. Oh my. Even if it's not windy at all, when you cross that freeway, it gets blustery. Man, their banner got all messed up in the wind. Montevilla Baptist Church, you gotta get your... Where the heck do you think you're going? Look at you. Wild, young, and free. Oh my God. It's like the 50th time I've passed this mailbox, and I'm still astounded every time I walk by and see that it's still here. Topical humor. Leave our damn mailboxes alone. Sons of bitches. You really know how the wind is by how these things end up. Oh man, we got a twofer right here. Man, it's like bowling. We got a strike here. It just all got toppled. Hell yeah, brother. Sorry, I saw him coming from a mile away. Oh. Oh, shit. Something really loud just landed on this beat up house over here. I'm officially afraid for my life. If you live in Portland, you gotta fear for your life. There's too many damn trees here. Oh, geez. Easy, big fella. Actually, I'm about to pass in really close proximity to a house that I featured in a Historic Murders of Portland episode. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me talk over this wind. Because very rarely did I find cases that were this far east. But if I'm correct, it was at 86th or 87th in Maine. And I'm about to pass through 88th in Maine. I vaguely remember what the house looked like, so hopefully I'll find the right spot. So if I'm accurate, it should be right around this corner. I mean, the house isn't here anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is right, because it was a blue house. I'm gonna pass right in front of it. But yeah, this blue house right here. Now this house was probably built in the 50s or whatever, so it's not the house where it happened, but I did a Historic Murders of Portland episode on a house that was right at this site once upon a time. Whoa! Okay, that just cut the side of my leg. Ah, well, scratched it. It'll bleed a little bit, I'll be fine. Anyway, right where that house is now, just one, like 2 houses down from the intersection, north of the intersection of 87th that I'm walking on in Maine, which is the crossing street. Again, that blue house is there. Oh, my leg! Yeah, I'm gonna bleed a little bit. Yeah, we all bleed. There was a guy named, God, now I can't remember. Thomas something. I want to say Thomas Edwards, but that last name doesn't sound right. Of course I would forget the name now. His name was Thomas something. I want to say Thomas Edwards. Anyway, back in 1919, Thomas, he was a super religious zealot. I'm covering the case quickly because the video's there. It's called Murder Before Breakfast. And Thomas was a religious zealot. Nobody knows exactly what was going through his mind on this one morning, but he went and sat down at breakfast table, you know, pretty early, you know, 6 a.m. whatever, and then just out of nowhere, just like brutally murdered his wife, and he just snapped, you know. That's all I'm going to tell you. You want to know the full story, go watch the video. But anyway, yeah, their house would have been right back there, and this would have been, I mean, 100 years ago, this area would have been a lot more rural. There would have been like random houses here and there, but it wouldn't be, you know, utterly residential, completely developed residentially speaking. How's my leg doing? Yeah, I've had worse. Almost looks like the grooves on a record album. So just past this house here, I'm like a diagonal block down from where the house was those murders happened. Houses like this are very prominent in Southeast Portland, but more on the other side of Mount Tabor, which is still like, I don't know, 15 some blocks ahead of us. So that's probably a rare example of one of the few houses in this area that was actually here at that time. Most of these other houses were built probably like the early middle 20th century. But that one's a rare example. Those are like very turn of the century Portland houses. Fluffing. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. So yeah, I'm using, you know, usually with these walks, I use my regular, you know, iPhone. Now I have a new one, so I want to use that for more like significant vlogging, but little walking around vlogging like this, I still use this old one. But I wasn't really planning on vlogging while I walked today, mainly because I thought it was going to be super windy, and I thought, you know, I'm not really going to vlog anything because you're not going to be able to hear me, and so on and so forth. Ooh, sofa for sale. And so I didn't really charge up this iPhone, so this iPhone's already down to like 20%, so either my walk is gonna, or at least this video is gonna end soon, or I'm gonna have to bust out my new iPhone and video a little bit, which I'm cool with. I just don't want to drop it right before I buy a phone case for it. I'm coming to 82nd. Again, whenever I'm walking west, the demon I always have to pass. Ooh, is that a fire truck? God, I hope some stupid moron didn't set some idiot fire. This is really not a good time for fires. Coming up to 82nd now, I hear another fire truck coming. I think it's coming from north since the other one was going that way. Yeah. Damn. What's going on? Just walked through this little like kind of downtown-y area. around Stark and 80th. It's like a ghost town. I almost didn't even need my mask on. I saw like 2 people out there. It is a dead zone back there. Oh, well, doing another pass by a Mill Ends Park 2 here at about 76th over there, and this is where Thornburn becomes Stark in Washington. Well, I've already walked like 40 blocks and I actually feel really good, so I kind of feel like I'm just going to keep on going. And whenever I see the next convenience store, I'm going to hit it up for some water. Ooh, I can't tell if somebody came through and trimmed this or if this just got torn up by the wind. I don't know, I really can't tell. So pretty. It's really cute. I love it through here. This little stretch of flowers. It's nice when you're in the middle of the city to have these little pleasures. So I really didn't know if I was going to do it, and I'm probably going to have to do voiceovers to deal with the wind, but I really wanted to do, at least start doing from time to time, Portland then and now type stuff. I find a picture from way years past, go to that location, get an image from a similar angle to show you what it looks like now, and then show you the specific buildings and structures that are still here today. So I'm doing that. So I just did my first one back there at 80th and Stark. So I'm going to be doing that intermingled with my therapy walk, because I woke up kind of beat, but I kind of felt like, it's going to be a little bit cooler today. There's going to be a breeze on you. And I just kind of thought, today, because I've been really having a hard time getting out here and doing these walks. I go like a mile and a half and I'm ready to go home, and I've already probably walked almost 3 miles. And I feel fine. My legs don't feel wiped out, so I know there's a lot on like Hawthorne and Belmont and Gleason. I'm thinking my plan might be to go up to Gleason, because there's like one spot I want to get some video of, then kind of wrap back down towards Belmont and stuff, and then hit Hawthorne and go down to Division. Use Division because I'm wrapping around Mount Tabor from the north side. I can wrap around down there, go back via Division, or at least the general Division area, because I don't want to be on that big route too much. I like this. There's this says be kind. One of them says stay strong. It says call a friend here. If you don't think it through that way, you can think like, man, what's someone doing out there writing random shit? But some people that are going through what I'm not going through, what you may not be going through, sometimes little things like that are a difference maker. Things you don't necessarily expect. You're walking down the street, you're bummed, you're pissed, you're broken, you're emotionally distraught, and now there's this COVID thing. You can't see your friends and family as much as you want to. You can't hug people, that you know. I'm not trying to channel that one Karen video where she was like, I can't hold people's babies. I'm not talking about just hugging random strangers, although hugging random strangers is a little bit more normal than going around grabbing people's babies. Just a little bit. So, you could be out walking like you're just broken and you're just trying to clear your head. I'm just going to go out and walk and just try to clear my head. And you see that stuff on the ground. And it affects you. It may only affect you for a day, but it has effect. It really does. I'll attest to that. That, I'll be out, I'll be having a really bad day, rough day, what have you has happened. And I'll just see a little something. And it'll shift my mind and shift my way of thinking in that moment. It's not going to cure whatever's ailing me. It's not going to cure whatever is ailing others. But it might be what people need in that moment to keep going. Anyway, I got real inspirational there for a moment. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't put it that way. That just makes me sound cocky. I got real trying to be inspirational. And anyway, this iPhone's about to die, so whatever I do left on this vlog, I may be doing with my new iPhone. And hey, if I hit up a store that has cases, I stumble onto a Fred Meyer or Safeway or whatever, now the wind's coming back. Might just get a case up there. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it chill, because before, when I do these long walks, it's like, I have to go. I'm tired, I wanna get home when I get places way over here. But it's like, you know what, if I get tired, just sit down for a half hour. Hit the corner store, get something to drink, something to snack on, get your second wind, and process forth, my fellow adventurers. Right along Gleason, I'm approaching 61st. That's cool. A little mirror to let you know you're there. It's kind of. I don't really frequent this stretch of Gleason, so this is surprisingly kind of a lot of new stuff to me. What the devil is all this? Some of it's been knocked over, but that's a kind of a cool collection of stuff. Oh. You can just tell we're getting towards Laurelhurst. It just gets really nice and pretty. I love Laurelhurst. Probably my top 5, if not top 3 places I want to live if this tree doesn't try to kill me first. You keep walking west and southeast Portland starts looking like this. Never seen this church before. The Lighthouse Mission Church. I've seriously never seen this before. Wow, that's some architecture. I don't know if I'm supposed to go through here. I mean, it does take you to the end of the street. But yeah, look at this. This is a really old church. Wow. That like very old stained glass. Never seen that before. This is another. I think this is probably another church. Another one that I've never seen before. I love that the further west I go, the wind is a lot less blustery. What am I, 32nd and Ankeny? Yeah, 32nd. Wow. These are places I've never seen before. Like, look at this. Yeah, that's definitely a church. Wow. It's the old Laurelhurst church. That's wild. Wow. The churches, they keep popping, they keep sneaking up on me. So this church goes, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is like the back side of it. It doesn't look like an apartment. I mean, it looks like an apartment, but there's not really a place to enter, if such is the case. There we go. Yeah, you can see one of the towers right there. Oh man, love it here. In this brick apartment building over here, this is very southeast Portland, but like southeast Portland and Belmont, kind of the Buckman neighborhood. Apartment buildings that look a lot like this are all over the place around here. Also, west of downtown, there's a lot of kind of comparable simple apartment structures like that. So my deepest apologies, because I am actually walking through an utterly beautiful area here, but I'm so focused on my then and now videos and trying not to use this new iPhone anymore, and I have to, because every time I take it out I'm like, my god, I'm gonna drop it. So I'm not getting a lot of hell yeah brother. It's a thing now. It's a therapy walk thing. So yeah, it's real. I think I'm still technically in Laurelhurst. If not, I'm like close enough to where like everything's still perfect. The fish rots from the head down. True. Oh man, we got yeah. There's a lot more beautiful old houses here. As you can see right here, these houses are just disappearing like the plague in the Portland area, or at least more are disappearing than they should. This is how you know you're kind of in the Buckman neighborhood, kind of near Belmont. Bernie for president, hell yeah. At least once upon a time. Ooh. Yeah, so these places are amazing. And you know, Portland has its history of beautiful old homes, and there's a lot of them in this area. But you know, the West Coast was established a lot later than the East Coast. And so, like, you know, on the East Coast you have some houses that date back to, like, you know, like the 1700s, but we're lucky if we have houses that predate 1900 still around. Oh, I know right where I am. I helped film a movie here once. I think I actually passed this doing some other vlog on some other day. Actually, I think it might have been one of these therapy walks, and I walked by here. This is an old garage on the outside, but it's actually some kind of bougie apartments on the inside, and there's a courtyard in the middle. And I was the sound guy on a film we did here. No joke. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, jeez, honestly, there was probably about 10 people within a mile of me on Hawthorne, but it felt like I was getting surrounded. I'm like, oh God, the disease is all around me. Oh God, please tell me they're not going to tear this down. This already looks like a lit home. The fencing is never a positive sign. Oh yeah, this place has already been tagged real bad, but look at it. You can just tell even through the brush it's a cute little place. Oh yeah, there's 2 homes. So yeah, they're probably gonna build something big and freaking expensive here. Get rid of these 2 potentially affordable homes. That being said, here's another beautiful church. I can't try to get out of sunlight. Oh, and then there's a church over here too, but a more like 60s type church. But yeah, I can't escape the beautiful churches today. This thing is a dream. But anyway, I'm just trying to get a few blocks down. I'm trying to avoid the busy streets. So I'm hitting up the small streets in between, like Belmont and Hawthorne. I've walked almost 7 miles today. And for the record, I am nowhere near home right now. I'm probably about 80 blocks from home right now. No joke. Today got a lot more epic than I thought it was gonna. So I'm not even fully sure what neighborhood I'm in anymore. The breeze is still coming and going. It's definitely less here than it is more on my side of the town. Side of town. I'm at Harrison and 40th. The amateur historian is in love. They all look like this. I don't know what I like better. They just all look so great through here. I'm envious. This is like one of the few things in the world that makes me just want to get rich as all hell. And it's just so I have the option of living on a street like this. This is... oh, I love it. Even with the wind trying to kill me, I still love it. Like, I don't even need to talk. Oh, that's cute. Oh man, my trusty old Amazon Prime guy. Every time I vlog, there's one of them. Oh, my foot is so screwed. There's no blood, right? Okay, just making sure, because I've still got like 60 blocks before I get home. That toe's probably gonna hurt so bad tomorrow. Is this a teepee? It's a plant teepee. So that smoke, you know, I saw it earlier. It's like, it slowly seems to be getting closer, but it just continues to linger south of town. And the smoke I saw north of here earlier today, I haven't seen since, but that keeps like just lingering. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing more of the smoke. And like, it's like billowing, like it looks like clouds, but I think it's smoke. Just the fact that it's lingering down there, and you know, we've had smoke coming through here. I'll be able to see it more the more I go east. because I'm starting to head my way home. I have one last thing to do for my then and now Portland thing. Right by Mount Tabor again. And this foot is all jacked up. I can walk on it pretty good, but like every 10 minutes I'll have like 30 seconds of like, oh my god, my toe's gonna fall off. All right, and I just finished my episode of Then and Now. And now I've just got, oh, my legs are starting to catch fire from my thighs rubbing together. My right foot's all jacked up. I'm just a train wreck at this point. And I've still got like 60 blocks before I'm home. Oh, but hey, I've got the Sunny Mini Mart. I guess that's that warms my soul. I really don't want to spend too much time on Division, pretty much all around here. Once you get the other side of Mount Tabor, it gets pretty hairy in parts. Look at how tall I am. A side story. Right where this Mount Tabor maintenance yard is, there used to be, I randomly found this story one day looking for stuff. There used to be a little store here, you know, little kind of family-owned store with living quarters in the back. Ah, this wind is gonna kill me. Yeah, it was like right in the vicinity of this area, like just east side of the sign, right in here. And for whatever reason, I never really saw an explanation for why this happened. But one morning, I want to say this was 1946. I think they something with the stove. They had a stove there. The whole entire store just blew the F up. Just exploded. There was nothing left. It was just a little burn patch. But I think because the explosion was focused in the store area, the family that ran it, that lived in the back, I think they all escaped okay. But yeah, literally, there was a truck going east on Division. So, you know, probably at least 40, 50 feet away from the store, and it blew up as he was going by. And he said it literally made his truck tilt. And then, like, he literally thought he was gonna flip over. The power of the explosion. I think it was probably like a gas explosion or something. But yeah, just randomly walking past the spot, it happened right back there. So, you know, all these little stories, they always happen. I bet every single corner of every single block in this city, there's some random crazy thing that happened at some point between the beginning of Portland or the beginning of a given established neighborhood and now. Oh man, I know this game. Jeez, yeah, a big chunk of this tree looks like it fell out and landed on the roof of this house. That happened to me in the windstorm of '95. Except the whole damn tree came down on our house. Wow, that brings back some not so fond memories. Yeah, wow, yeah, this whole piece of this tree just snapped off, and look, it landed like between these apartments, and they're up there trying to saw part of it down. Jeez, look at that. This is like 68th and Division. This reminds me so much of what happened to me, because it's like the way the tree landed, it looks like it practically barely, like, yeah, it caved in a little bit of the roof here. But like, a tree like this could have destroyed everything. And this happened to me when I was a kid. Tree landed on our apartment and it should have fallen all the way through. And by the grace of God, it didn't. But just, wow. That is absolutely crazy. Dolphin Court. So this is actually like a larger apartment complex, but yeah, jeez. It didn't seem like the winds got that crazy last night. Like maybe enough to snap a few branches, but you can see a lot of leftovers here that probably got blown over, but maybe the winds were just a lot more crazy in this part of town. Did you eat that? This bird just had a dot in his mouth, like the candy. Look at that. He's got a dot in his mouth. What are you gonna do with that dot? You're gonna eat that whole dot by yourself? You're crazy. Cherry, that's good flavor. Now this here is a full day. I haven't had a full day vlog thing like this, done something like this since, I don't know, it's been months. Don't even know if I've done it in 2020. Like, it's very rare that the sun is starting to go down while I'm still out and vlogging, and I'm still like 40 blocks from home. And in addition to just today's general scatterbrained whatever, today started out just as a general therapy walk, and then I started doing this and started doing that. I end up, you know, 85 blocks west of where I live, and yeah, full day. I've easily walked, actually, I want to check right now. Mind you, I'm still at least like 2.5 miles away from home. Well, maybe. Right now, and granted, this underscores how much I actually walk. According to this, I've walked 10.7 miles today, which means I've really probably walked like 12.5. And I'm still like 35, 40 blocks away from getting home. Seriously, it looks like a mini Mount St. Helens event is going on over here, but it just won't quite get out to Portland. It looks a little muggy in the distance, but I mean, that's the most of it. Yeah, look at it down there. It's just all over down there, but up here, it's just the wind. I do want to get to the other side of Division, so yeah. You only find these in Southeast Portland. These are very Southeast Portland specific. Not that this is the only place you can find a place to cross over a busy street, but the green, the old green, everything is green. This is very Southeast Portland. Somebody's old floor mat. I gotta be careful with my busted toes. Oh, toothpaste. Corona. I'm not gonna get jumped, am I? Nah, just making sure. You never know. Oh boy, I'm tired. Just trying to make the most of it though, because I'm close to home, but I'm also exhausted. I want to just be there now. Boy, this place has seen better days. I wonder who's here, because this just sits here, continuing to be boarded up. With the occasional tagging. And then here's where the front door would have been. 77. I wonder if that was their phone number. I mean, it is 7 digits. Yep. Forgotten, beat to hell. So I'm at Lincoln and 92nd now, and just God, the billows, and you can see like the redness in the clouds, and like it's hazy over here, but this is like real, like it's mixed in with the like smoggy, hazy look, but it's like it's coming out of it. So I made the decision to cut off and go down the bike path opposite side of the freeway. I haven't done this in a while because there's just been so many damn camps set up along here, and I just don't want to get too close to anybody outdoors. And because I need to hit up the store before I get home, even though I'm exhausted and really don't want to, but I need to because I knew going out today I was going to have to do that, so can't pussy out now. But yeah, there's a massive homeless camp set up, and I'm trying to go down this passenger bridge because it'll get me closer to the store. But there's like a massive camp set up at the base of the pedestrian bridge crossing the other side, and that's my concern. I don't want to get entangled with a bunch of people there. So if it's really too much to handle, I can always walk up to Stark, but that's going to just add time to my walking, and my dogs are barking. Oh man. According to my phone, I've climbed high enough to climb like 24 stories in a building. See the our direction just this short time I was in Target. Well, I'm finally exhausted. I'm finally like, don't make me walk anymore. And I made it home just before sunset. Oh man, and I just checked my mile, you know, my heart monitor thing, or, you know, the health, oh God, I'm tired. The health thing on my phone said a little bit back there, I'd walked 13.8 miles. So I say we rounded up to 14, and even then, this app has a tendency to underplay how far you went. So I might even check on Google Maps the route I took to see if it really was about 14 miles. The smoke is just starting to come. I made it home just in time, but it's funny, it clears out. So it's like coming from that direction because there's nothing over here. And it's slowly making its way over Mount Tabor that way. Oh man. And I made it home. 14 daggum miles. I am exhausted. I'm so sticky and gross from the sweat, the sunscreen, even the hand sanitizer just got real gross. My hair's all flat from being pushed back by my mask and stuff, but I want to see how my toes doing. I haven't checked, so I don't really know what the status of this busted up foot is like. There's no blood though. I felt some kind of sharp seem to poke me, so I'm hoping that wasn't my toenail breaking off, because that would suck. You know, fairly dirty. I've seen dirtier. Oh man, but that's what we've been waiting for. Look at that. Look at that. One part's tan, one part's dirt all over my legs. Yeah, my feet are really dirty. So yeah, it looks like I probably jammed it back and like, oh yeah, it's probably swollen a bit too. I'm probably not going to use a lot of that video. That was kind of nasty for you viewers, but yeah, my toe could be worse. So I guess that's a victory. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today on this like 5.5 hour long 14-mile trek. There's literally like a layer of dirt just on my forehead. But anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me as long as you did. I'm gonna take a shower and fix my beat up toe. And remember, as always, to like, share, subscribe, hit up my Patreon. Until next time, I'm exhausted and I'm done with this for the day. This has been Steve, the Amateur Historian, and I'll see you next time.